Hello, everyone. Happy New Year. 2025 is here, and it's now time to get your New Year's resolutions and all those goals you set for your business in order. And I woke up doing that, and I felt really fired up, but I almost think that I set too high goals for myself. But I'm going to talk to you about that here on the video. So, without any further ado, let's go. Welcome back to the channel. This is John with Flippin' Ain't Easy, and I have set some goals for myself, and I think I may have really set some very, very lofty goals. But one of those goals is to bring more content to the channel and trying to give some type of content on my Flippin' Ain't Easy channel, at least one per day, every day of the year. I don't know. I don't know how long that's going to hold up, but I'm going to do my best to deliver some decent quality content if I can. And hopefully you're going to be there along with me. But also on the eBay side of things, I am really focused on trying to maintain my main store at the same levels that I've been operating at for the last 2 years, but also really build a second store. And I think I'm running into some issues. Here's a pile that I've accumulated, and really, it's prevented me from really following through with my plans in 2024 to do this daily, to run to the storage unit every day. But I'm dealing with stuff that I've deemed that is in some way either not working or not worth selling as an entire unit. Like this vacuum cleaner, it it's not even worth selling as a unit when you can make more with just the parting of it out. So I'm not going to get into what I'm going to be selling this year as much as how I'm selling the stuff that I'm selling. But this video is more about starting the year off right, and I'm going to right the wrongs that I've created for myself, and I'm going to spend today only, not listing this, but getting this prepped for me to list it however I plan on listing it, whether it's parts of repair or otherwise. I'm going to get this mess the heck out of here so that I can get back on track. And I think sometimes we can be so overwhelmed with the pile and the stuff that we don't even know where to begin. And that's kind of like the way it's been for me. And the goal is to get this broken down, and then this is trash from where I've started. So we're making progress, but we still have a ways to go here. And then I have a storage unit full of stuff just like this that I have to deal with, and I have to figure out a process that's going to allow me to not have this logjam again. How do there's one thing you want to do is to find a solution. So I've explained that. And the other thing is to find the prevention. How do I prevent this from happening again? And to me, it is something that I'm going to have to figure out, that second part. But for now, we're going to break this down, and hopefully we can get some money made instead of it just sitting here. So I haven't really talked about this much at all on this channel, to be honest. That is overbuying. Now, I'm a big proponent of making sure you have adequate back stock on hand. I think every business should have enough stuff to fall back on in case you have a dry run when it comes to going to the yard sale, thrift store, estate sale, wherever you get your stuff. And for me, because I get most of my stuff through liquidation, I'm dealing with the situation where in 2023, I'll just tell you the story. In 2023, I had a problem getting merchandise, and I wasn't buying pallets at the time. I was buying individual pieces, and I was making that work for the first 9 months of the 2023 year. And here comes Q4, high competition, wasn't getting the same level of merchandise that I was getting before, and I found myself really struggling to get stuff listed in Q4 of 2023, and my sales took a huge hit because I just wasn't putting up the good stuff that I was putting up the first 9 months of the year. So fast forward to 2024, I wasn't going to make that same mistake again. I went and bought pallet after pallet after pallet, and I think I had about 6 or 7 pallets worth of stuff, and most of it's currently in my storage unit right now. And what I did as I was buying these pallets, I was taking out the really, really good stuff, the stuff that had good sell through rate, good high ASP, stuff that I knew I could flip and pay for the pallets and make my money back. And I did that, and things went pretty well. And then the competition came, even for the pallets in Q4, and I wasn't able to really find the pallets at the price point I was getting them at, and it left me with the remnants, the things that were left in the pallet that I have in my storage unit that maybe would sell for $40-50 plus shipping, but because of the high shipping, I couldn't get really much more than that, and or a lot of it was broken and not something I could just list on my main account. And so now I'm dealing with the parts that you guys saw, the piles of things that are in my garage as a result of that. So I'm in a position where I have adequate 20 by 10 storage unit that's 3/4 the way full of this kind of stuff, and I'm almost forced to get it listed now. And I'm dealing with a lot of volume. You guys know I don't like listing to a number, but like today, I listed almost 30 now by the time I made this video, and that's a lot for me with what I sell and having to take things apart and evaluate, figure out what the hell I have. And I have a ways to go. And the goal for me today was kind of a high, lofty goal, and that was to get this stuff out of here today. And I had to reevaluate that goal, because for a 1-day goal, if I'm truly trying to keep this, I could throw it all out, I guess. But if I'm truly trying to keep this and put it on my second store in whatever, whether it's parting it out or parts or repair listings, it's going to take me some time. And we're kind of here at the middle of the week when I'm making this video, and maybe I can spend the rest of this week into the weekend, figure that situation out, get as much of this lowball stuff out of my way, and then some of it out of the storage unit, and then really make a run with what I've been doing well on the main account starting on Monday. Now, that's not to say I won't be listing anything on my main account until Monday, but the focus is to try to get this area cleaned out of here. And then as I go forward, I will be um, trying to be a little bit more careful. When I buy a pallet, I'm not going to just pull the best stuff off the top and then leave the what's left. And also, you're not really as motivated to list the stuff when you sell all the good stuff first and you are left with the crumbs. And I don't want to call this stuff crumbs. This stuff's going to make me money. It's allowed me to build my second store, and that's kind of the reality. I wasn't really at all 2 years ago even planning on doing anything with the second store, but realizing that it's either put all this on the main account and bring down my ASP and kind of tear down what I've built with just a 200 item store, and I'm okay with that, or it's put it on the second account, create its own type of store with lower ASP, high volume sales, high, it's only almost 400 items, well, 340 items. I'm going to get it to 400 items very quick, probably by the time you're watching this. Just build it, make it a volume type of store. And then I want to see, how does a 1,000 item store maybe try to get it up to where I'm at like $15,000 worth of merchandise with 1,000 listings, as compared to $15,000 with 250 items, and see which store does better. Now, I'm willing to bet, because I've seen the results of running that 200 item store, that main store would still probably win out. But there's probably a number, maybe it's 2,000, maybe it's 3,000 items, where I could probably maintain that now much larger second store with much more sales, making the same amount of money as the main, which would be well over my initial goal of this whole thing, making $500 a day in sales. That's not profit, that's just sales, probably getting to about $250 net. We interrupt this program for a special report, and that is something that I wanted to share with you. Out and about, just got through doing the live. You guys saw the live, And then I go onto my account. This wasn't here earlier when you guys were on the live with me. You see anything weird here? Now, yes, you see maybe that I've sold 6 items, but that's not what I'm talking about. Uh, I've sold 6 items and I'm at 248 for the day. I'm not worried about that. How do I have 130 offers? I don't understand how that is. Um, Send offers. 130. How? Send offers on 89 of your listings? That's still high. I've never seen this before. What's going on? Have any of you guys had this show up recently where you had way more offers to send? There's got to be a glitch here. I'm going to send a bunch of offers, but I just think it's really strange that this is what I'm seeing right now. Let me know if you guys have seen this. So back to a regular scheduled program. The goal is to do better than just to pay my bills. It's to have a little bit extra when it's all done. And I don't mind putting in the time. And I'm going to have to put in time this week. But once this is done and I'm past it, I can then chill out and really get back to the plan that I've had established for myself going into 2025. So that's what I'm doing. And I talked a lot about this on the live, but just in case you didn't watch the live or I didn't really go into as much detail, there you go. That's what I'm dealing with. Want to know what you're dealing with on your end? Do you have a lot of backstock? Did you overbuy last year? Do you feel like it was a mistake? Or do you feel like, there's nothing wrong with having that merchandise to fall back on, but what if it's not as desirable? How do you look at that type of item? Is it something you even want to waste your time on? Or do you just say, you know what, that'll sit, I'll keep looking for the better stuff, find the better stuff, and just move forward? Comment, guys. Let me know what you think. Also, if you do want to be notified when I go live, like I do the pop-up live on Wednesday night, hit the notification bell so that you can be notified. And of course, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. That would really help us out. And of course, hit that like button to get your sale in the next 24 hours. It's something that we've come up with. We're the first ones to come up with that. Any other channel that's telling you that is copying. But I want to know, really, put your comments down below. And dealing with a lot of stuff, having to do things you really don't want to do to kind of get back on track, which is what I'm doing right now, is yet another example of how flipping ain't easy. I want you guys to have an excellent rest of your week to start off the year. And we will talk to you guys here on Thursday. Actually, Friday, because this video is coming out on Thursday. We'll talk to you either way very soon. Take care, everyone.